Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Phillips Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. For the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going right. On the ground, it is the rookie from Oklahoma.
Number 13,
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. And he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Slot receiver headed right. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. A toss left side, caught by his running back, and he'll be taken down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
To the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And now 3rd and goal coming up. They'll run. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins are out to an early 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8. They'll run it over center with Mitchell. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd and make it a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Denver 1st down. A run here with Mitchell. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. It was Cam Taylor-Britt with the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Back to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll look to throw. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he's in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Dolphins take a 10-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2nd down and 3. Now, faking the give. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is caught! And he is going to have the Broncos first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. So we've reached halftime here in the AFC title game as we send you to Orlando to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed, and he's tracked down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds, up past the 35-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Broncos.
37-yard line. 60 by 6, 60 by 70 Rangers, 70 Warriors, 70. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line. Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. A gain there of 15. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. He'll get this out wide. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good.
A give up the middle for Mitchell. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be caught by Gray. He'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
They'll go. It's Mitchell. He's going to have a Broncos first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to... Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Brings up 2nd and 20.
Go.
He'll drop to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and through. The Broncos will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's fielded at about the 18. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so Give credit, they took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That one on target to Watson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On first down, it's Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final.
With the score, all tied.
Second down and 8. Back to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. 14 on the pickup. First down, Broncos.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
So often, Mike, we see some of the biggest explosive plays in the passing game come from the quarterback extending the play outside of the pocket. Really nice job here by the coverage. They remain sticky on their receivers, nowhere to go with the ball, and all he's able to do is throw this one away.
This is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football at their own 40.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go. Hey, hey.
This drive will start on the ground. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big game there as they try to go take this lead. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On 2nd down, they'll run. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 39 yards. This is intercepted. And the Broncos will take over at their own 14-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Denver first down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Let's go now.
On first down, right back to Mitchell. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
18, pioneer.
They'll go again with Mitchell. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Open space to the 35. And he will get into the end zone. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Denver. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. A gain there of 20. First down, Miami.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll look to... And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Down to a knee here. And cue the celebrations. They are on their way to the Super Bowl. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Third and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.